She was only 8 years old. Her parents thought giving her the best education and hiring a private lesson teacher meant she was safe. But behind the closed door of her study room, something was happening. Something no child should ever experience. If only they had paid closer attention. Chloe was the kind of child anyone would love. Bright, cheerful, always humming a tune under her breath. Her laugh was soft and contagious. She was a very happy child. Her parents, Mr. and Mrs. Brown, were what most people would call doing well. They lived in a clean, quiet neighborhood in Lagos. The Browns worked hard, too hard. Her father was a banker, constantly tied up in late meetings, while her mother ran a fast-growing online fashion business. Between school runs, logistics, and customer service, there was barely time to sit and just watch Chloe grow. But they loved her. They really did. And in their minds, giving her the best education, the best clothes, a neat room with toys and a tablet, was proof of that love. At age 8, Chloe had her own iPad, her own smart TV, and enough learning apps to make any parent proud. And when school got demanding, they hired a private lesson teacher, a young man named Mr. Daniel. Mr. Daniel came highly recommended, polite, soft-spoken, well-dressed. The first time he came to the house, he smiled at Chloe and handed her a small packet of sweets. Mrs. Brown thought, how thoughtful. From then on, Mr. Daniel came 3 times a week, always punctual, always polite. The first few weeks were smooth. Chloe's grades improved. She even said she liked him. But slowly, things began to change. Chloe, once bubbly, grew quieter. She didn't laugh as often. She stopped drawing. Her bedtime became a struggle. Some nights, she'd wake up screaming, drenched in sweat. Other nights, she wouldn't sleep at all. But her parents missed the signs. They were too busy answering emails, taking business calls, chasing deadlines. When Chloe stayed glued to her iPad for hours, they told themselves, at least she's learning something. When she got quiet, they assumed she was tired from school. And when she hesitated to go for lessons, they scolded her for being lazy. Don't be ungrateful, Chloe. Her mom once said, do you know how many children wish they had what you have? Chloe didn't respond. She simply nodded, picked up her book, and walked into the study room, where Mr. Daniel was already waiting. The thing is, Mr. Daniel knew exactly how to hide. He was smart about it. He never raised his voice. He never left marks. He used words to confuse her. He smiled a lot, joked a lot, and made sure to act perfectly around her parents. It's our little secret, he'd whisper. If you tell anyone, no one will believe you. They'll say you're lying. They'll say you're trying to ruin my life. And Chloe, just 8 years old, believed him. Weeks passed, then months, until one evening, Chloe locked herself in the bathroom. She refused to come out. She cried and cried until her voice faded into soft sobs. Her mother was frustrated. Her father raised his voice. It was a family's househelp, Auntie Peace, who noticed something wasn't right. She had seen Chloe flinch one time when Mr. Daniel touched her shoulder. She had noticed how Chloe would sit at the edge of the chair, always tense when he was around. That evening, Auntie Peace quietly sat with her, spoke to her gently, and finally, for the first time, Chloe opened her mouth and said just 3 words. He touches me. What followed was chaos. Mrs. Brown broke down in tears. Mr. Brown stormed out, phone in hand, calling the police. Mr. Daniel never returned to the house. He was arrested before the week ended, but the damage had been done. Chloe began therapy. At first, she barely spoke. She drew pictures with dark scribbles and broken crayons. She didn't want to be around men. She didn't want to go to school. But slowly, with time, patience, and love, she began to heal. Her parents changed, too. Mrs. Brown paused her business to spend more time at home. She started sitting with Chloe during lessons. Mr. Brown made sure to be home for dinner, no matter how busy work was. The iPad was replaced with storybooks they read together. And bedtime became a sacred hour, where Chloe could talk, cry, or just hold her mom's hand until she fell asleep. Years later, when Chloe stood on a small stage at her school's Awareness Day, she held a microphone with steady hands. She looked around at the crowd, at the girls her age, at the parents watching, and said, "I was 8 when it happened, and for a long time, I didn't know how to speak. But now I do, and I just want every parent here to know, it's not enough to buy toys and tablets. It's not enough to say you love your child. You have to see them, listen to them, and be there, really be there." The hall went silent. Then, applause. Her parents sat in the front row, eyes filled with tears, holding hands. Chloe smiled, because if you're not watching, someone else is. And not everyone has good intentions.